In the early 2000s, the world of professional sports was rocked by one of the most far-reaching doping scandals in history, the BALCO, Bay Area Laboratory Co-Operative steroid ring. What began as a discreet performance-enhancing drug operation turned into a federal investigation that exposed a web of elite athletes, coaches, and trainers using banned substances to gain an edge, shaking Major League Baseball and the Olympic community to its core. At the heart of the scandal was Victor Conte, the founder of BALCO, a small nutrition lab in Burlingame, California. Originally marketing legal supplements, BALCO eventually began distributing undetectable steroids and performance-enhancing drugs, PEDs, including tetrahydrogesterone, THG, a designer steroid later dubbed the Clear, and EPO, erythropoietin. BALCO provided these substances to high-profile athletes across multiple sports, most notably in Major League Baseball, MLB, and track and field. The most prominent MLB names linked to the scandal were Barry Bonds, Jason Giambi, and Gary Sheffield, all stars with careers deeply impacted by the revelations. The scandal came to light in 2003 when an anonymous tip and a used syringe containing traces of THG led the U.S. anti-doping agency, USDA, and the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, to launch an investigation. Federal agents raided BALCO's offices, uncovering client records, calendars, and correspondence, detailing a sophisticated doping network. Jason Giambi eventually admitted to using steroids and growth hormone, while Gary Sheffield acknowledged receiving substances from Bonds trainer Greg Anderson, who was also implicated in the scandal. Bonds, who would later become MLB's all-time home run leader with 762 career home runs, denied knowingly using steroids, but was accused of perjury and obstruction of justice in a long-running federal case. In 2011, Bonds was convicted on one count of obstruction but avoided jail time. The BALCO investigation had massive ripple effects. It exposed how athletes were using cutting-edge PEDs that were not yet detectable by standard drug tests. It led to the development of stricter testing protocols in both MLB and the Olympics. It fueled public debate over the legitimacy of records, especially in baseball's so-called steroid era. It damaged the reputations of some of the most successful athletes of the 1990s and early 2000s. In 2005, Victor Conte pled guilty to conspiracy to distribute steroids and money laundering. He served 4 months in prison. Trainer Greg Anderson also served time for his role but refused to testify against Bonds in court, serving multiple stints in prison for contempt. MLB, under increasing public and congressional pressure, implemented tougher drug testing policies starting in 2004, which included year-round testing and harsher penalties. These reforms were a direct response to the BALCO revelations. The BALCO scandal remains one of the most pivotal turning points in sports history, a case study in the intersection of science, competition, ethics, and fame. While many of the athletes involved achieved legendary status, their legacies remain clouded by questions of fairness and integrity.